up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh man, I meant to forget. I meant to fix the damn. Sanders went to the Browns. Not the fucking Browns. Got Hassan Campbell doing his best Charleston White. What's up, Harmony? Yo, the amount of YouTubers. What's up, 2800? Bye, ways. Chipping up. Campbell said I was stupid. He said I was stupid because what's up, Prada? Because he talking about if black men can't fix the community, then the feds need to do it. I said, yo, the feds need to do it. Yo, the amount of people, right? The amount of people that's claiming they was in this life, but they say they changed though. They say they changed, right? But they be calling for the execution, for the imprisonment of the kids that's out here now. Like they can't change. Like I be tripping out that shit. All these guys that say they from the streets and change their life are now coming back and saying the guys that's still stuck in the streets, the kids that's coming up stuck in the streets, they need to go to the feds. You feel me? Yo, he said they need to go to the feds, man. Yo say if the black man can't fix community, the feds need to do it. I say, yo, wow, yo. And call me stupid because I say, yo, that sounds crazy, my nigga. You say I ain't Charleston White. I keep telling people, yo. And he not gonna respond again. Like I say, yo, you don't want to do this with me, Hassan. You're not even qualified to do this with me, nigga. Yeah, you better keep this shit at a limit. Cause I've been winning on your motherfucking ass, nigga. Bluffing ass. You out here faking shootings and shit. Like, don't play with me, Hassan Campbell, man. Straight up. But this is what they always do. They'll talk shit on Instagram, but they won't dare bring it to YouTube. Fuck no. They wouldn't dare bring it to YouTube. Because they don't want their followers, their viewers, to come over here and then recognize. Because once they come over here, they're going to recognize they've been watching fake all that time. He do it. Well, it's the first time he did it. But Seti Nash, they talk hella shit on Instagram. Yo. Only way you fix the community, yo, is to address the issues in the community. Not the people. Like I keep telling yo, it's not the people that's the issue. It's the community. It's the environment. It's the lack of resources. It's the lack of opportunity. It's all of that. Yo, people don't kill when they got shit going on for themselves, y'all. I don't know how many people know that. You know, for the most part, yo, killing, like to the capacity that some of these kids are doing it, yo, that is a broke person mentality. You know what I mean? If you got motion, you got some shit going on, you ain't trying to be out here killing nobody. Now, why are they broke? What's going on? Why are they running around thinking they need to kill? Because the economics in the community is broken down. You fix the economics in the community, over time the people change. But you got these dumbass niggas online. All they doing is creating division in the black community. That's all they doing. Whenever they get on there and they, yo, he need to go, this person need to be arrested, they need to do that. All you doing is creating issues between the community, yo, because you got one part of the community looking at the other community that like they're the problem, but That's not the issue. The issue is the community. The issue is the environment. You fix the environment, you fix the people. That's just how that goes. But Shedeur Sanders, y'all. So yesterday I was real hard on Shedeur Sanders. Well, not really Shedeur, but Deion. Because I believe, right? I believe as a black man in America, right, with black boys, you know, a lot of us came up hard. A lot of us came up poor. A lot of us came up, well, I actually say a lot of us, but some of us came up hard. Some of us came up poor. Some of us came up in the projects. Some of, you know what I mean? We just came up. Some of us came up from fucked up situations. So we tend to we want better for our kids, and that's cool. You know, that's expected. But a lot of us came up okay too, even with all the bullshit we went through. You know, morally and morals wise and integrity wise, we intact. Yo, you gotta allow kids to experience some type of resistance. You know what I mean? And when you're a parent and you raising your kids to be better than you, so more than likely they're never gonna see the certain circumstances that you went through. Sometimes you gotta put them in that situation. Deion Sanders fucked up because he didn't put his son in a situation to expect something like this. His son thought he had it all figured out because that's what his father told him. That's not what you're supposed to do in that situation. Now, people try to make it about race. I'm sure it's the NFL. You know what I mean? But I think it was more so, it was less about race and more so about, yo, this kid need to learn. He think too highly of himself. And it's not confidence. Because he didn't, it's cool to be confident. But he had a certain level of arrogance, a certain level of cockiness that he didn't deserve. He hasn't done anything to deserve it. What quarterbacks did he beat out in Jackson State? What quarterbacks did he beat out in Colorado? That's why they put him in a situation at Cleveland with some fucked up ass hierarchy. Where they got 4 quarterbacks, he gonna have to compete. He's gonna have to compete. For the first time in his life, he is gonna have to compete against other qualified people in that locker room. And we're gonna see how he works. I hope he do great. Not too great because he went to the Browns. But I hope he prosper, man. But I think he needed this. Everybody going crazy talking about race this and race. I think he needed this, man. Somebody had to teach him. Somebody had to teach him, yo. And it's fucked up, yo. It's fucked up. Deion, it's fucked up that it had to go like this. Yo, if that was my son, right? And I coached my son through college, I'd have been benching his ass, all type of shit. Yo, you gotta make sure he go through the worst. You don't have it all laid out for him. Because in real life, it ain't gonna be all laid. When he branch away from you, because it's gonna come a time when he gotta branch away from you, he gotta be prepared for the world. He gotta be prepared for society as a black man standing on his own. You can't walk him through life. And that's what Deion Sanders is doing. You can't walk him through life, man. So it's much easier. That's what I was telling my man earlier. Yo, I would rather put my kids in situations to where so they can have it to where so they got to figure it out than allow. He needed that. He needed an eye opener. Yo, you're not bigger than the program. I just heard Stephen, and look what happened. And look what happened with Johnny Manziel. Look how fast they. I'm glad you brought that up. They discarded Johnny Manziel. Got him out of there. What he played? 5 years? 6 years? He was on the bench a long ass time. Got him out of there, yo. Yo, you gotta have. Yo, you gotta realize, y'all. Baker Mayfield Baker Mayfield still lingering around though, but he calmed down a lot. That arrogance he got is gone. You feel me? The arrogance Baker Mayfield got is gone. He came in with that shit is no longer. They put him on a bench. He was on a bench for years. Like, yo, Deion Sanders is to blame for all of this. He allowed his son to get. He got too big headed, man. Now I don't think he should have fell to 5 rounds. I think that was egregious. Like 5 rounds is crazy. But I think he's gonna learn from this. I think this is gonna help him more than it hurt him. It's just messed up that the NFL had to do it. His father should have did that. His father should have did that. They say he's making everything by himself. This is a team sport. You gotta realize, yo, he is a 22-year-old man going into the locker room where people was gonna expect him to lead at 22. Though you can't talk to them grown ass men like that. Yo, somebody gonna slap the shit out Shedeur Sanders. He go in that locker room thinking since I'm Deion Sanders' son, I can do what I want. Man, not in the NFL. Not in the NFL. Not with grown men 35, 33, 28, with kids and wives. No, bro, you gotta tone that shit down, bro. And then they sent him to Cleveland. Like I said, well, he got battle against Deshaun Watson, Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickens. He got a battle. So real TV, what it is. Yeah, he said he didn't work out. Didn't throw. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yo, he thought he made it. Like I said, like yesterday, I relayed them to your local rapper. You know how you got rappers in your city that think they made it? Like, yo, you ain't even go nowhere. No, you ain't even go nowhere yet. It could have been. It could have been. You know, my man said he might be trying to take the spotlight away from Shannon Sharp's situation. I'm just saying, yo. I think he'll be all right. I think everything happened for a reason. Like, I don't blame him at all because he's not really in control of his life. His father is pushing the buttons. And Deion Sanders is cocky, and he projected that onto his son. But Deion Sanders had reasons to be cocky. Deion Sanders had reason to be confident. Shedeur Sanders don't. He don't. And that's just what it is, man. And then you got people like fucking Gilly the Kid talking about, you know, these are times that you get reminded that you black. And I'm like, yo, you need to be reminded that you black, bro? Like what the fuck world is these niggas living in? Yo, these people really think that since you got money, that somehow now people will view you as equal. Yo, that is not reality, bro. Don't ever forget. I tell my kid, yo, don't ever forget, yo, you are a black man in this. You're gonna be a black man in this world, bro. Don't ever forget it. And don't ever allow them to tell you it ain't about race, because this is the United States of America. Everything is about race. And it ain't because we made it that way. It's because that's how they designed the shit. Like I said, I think it was probably 30% race, but 70% character. It was 70% character, 70% how he interviewed, his arrogance. And then people like to say, you know, my confidence shouldn't make you insane. It wasn't confidence. I don't think confidence is the problem, yo. It was arrogance. It was like it's like in his mind, he already made it. Like in Shedeur Sanders' mind, how it looks to me, he already was moving like he was a fucking 2-time MVP, 3-time Super Bowl champion. And he ain't even win a championship in college. Not when he went to D1. I'm just saying. It's fucked up. I think they sent him to Cleveland on purpose. Because Deion Sanders posted that, yo, if my son go to Cleveland, I'm going to reject it. He said this. Y'all see what Deion Sanders said that? He said, if they send my son to Cleveland, I'm gonna fight it. But guess what? Your son is in Cleveland. And you ain't fighting it. They did too much talking, man. Like Deion Sanders made it seem like his son was the best thing that happened to the league. Yo, only not. Can he be a decent player? Yeah, he can be a decent player. He can be decent. Is he great? No. I don't think he's gonna be no Lamar Jackson. Yeah, man. He ain't gonna be no motherfucking Action Jackson. It's just not. I don't even think it was actually humility. You know what I mean? Humility, yo. Like, yo, he didn't show any humility. It was all me. I'm coming in starting day one. Like, yo, sure, you ain't had no Lamar Jackson motherfucking career. Nigga, where the highlights at? You want Lamar Jackson in college. And then his numbers are flawed. You know what I mean? So I seen somebody say, yo, he threw 4,000 yards last year. I said, yards. Yo, but they didn't run the ball. I think I might can throw 4,000 yards if we don't run the ball all season. He got to go to an NFL team where, yo, it might be 60-40 run pass. Can he throw 4,000 yards in that? Because it's NFL players that is. It is NFL players that's in systems, that's in schemes, that's 40% run, 60% pass, and they're throwing 4,000 yards. Can Shedeur Sanders do that? Would he ever make it to the point where he can do that? I think so too, Box Truck. I think he average. Like, I don't believe he should have went 5th round. No. I understand why he went 5th round. And that's the thing. People was acting like they don't understand why Shorty went 5th round. I get it. I understand why he went 5th round. I mean, not 5th round, but I understand why he was overlooked. I think 5th round was excessive. I mean, they could have grabbed him in the 3rd. I think the lesson would have got through grabbing him 3rd round. 5th round was just being disrespectful. You know what I mean? We really gonna show this kid. Nah, I'm driving a tow truck. We really gonna show this kid that he's not bigger than the system. And that's what they did. That's what they did. It just was ugly to watch. But I don't think it was all about race. I think it was more about accolades. It was more about character. It was more about humility. You know what I mean? They had to, because you gotta, he can't come into the locker room with the mentality of, I'm Deion Sanders' son, and I'm here now. Like, you is not God's gift to the NFL. It's way better players than him. Yeah, and James, see, the thing was, Deion Sanders supposed to told him that. Deion supposed to told his son this, man. He was been prepared for something like that. Shorty was not prepared. Shocked the fuck out of him. You feel me? Deion Sanders supposed to prepare his sons for a letdown. I told you, y'all. I put my kids in situations. I do. Because in life, you're going to have to fail. You're going to have to get back up. Like, everything ain't just going to be cut and dry, yo. It's not going to be smooth sailing as a black man in America, yo. So, you're going to have to be prepared for this shit. I told you I made my kids walk home. Not walk home. I made my kids walk in the rain. Because my son texted me, asked me, can I pick him up? No. He texted me and asked me, can he walk to the basket? We was on live when it happened. It's thundering like a motherfucker. I'm like, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. I pull up, it's raining like a motherfucker. You know what I told him? Yo, next time, once you check the weather, yo, before you decide to just walk. You know what I mean? Simple things. Because, yo, I can control that environment. You don't want your kids learning from the streets. You don't want your kids outside. You got to teach your kids everything that they need to know in-house so they be prepared for outside. Shedeur Sanders ain't prepared. He wasn't prepared for what just happened. And he should have been. He should have been. That's parenting. I made my kids box. each other. They was fighting. They like fighting this shit, right? Y'all like fighting? Put the gloves on. Put the gloves on. Made them box each other for like 40 minutes. You heard me? But guess what? They ain't fought since. They haven't fought since. They used to fight often, all the time, beefing. Now they know, now they felt each other power. Now they know that, no, I ain't trying to be fighting y'all. I go on and on for days about situations I put my kids in. You got to do it. Everything starts home. I think so too. I think he's gonna be all right. I think he's gonna learn from the situation. I think he should learn. It just messed up that it had to go this route. It's messed up. I'm sure your hella teams wanted to draft that boy, man. But the lesson overrided, I guess how the NFL looked at it, the lesson that he needed to learn overrided one individual team's success. He needed to learn a lesson, man. Him and his father. Yo, Deion Sanders was on interview runs and, yo, just super cocky. Like, yo, your son isn't that, my nigga. Like, if his son was, who was a decorated quarterback? Cam Newton? Coming out of college? If he was Cam Newton coming out of college, or Reggie Bush coming out of college, yo, they wouldn't have went through that. He could have been as cocky as he wanted to be, as confident as he wanted to be, and they'd have still picked him. It wasn't your people making it 100% about racing. I'm saying, no, I think it's about 30. I think it's about 30. Plus, even when it comes to Deion Sanders, like, yo, we got to be careful, yo, keep riding for these motherfuckers, yo, when they don't ride. Yo, man, I keep trying to explain this shit to y'all, man. Deion Sanders ain't that, man. Ricky Williams, another one. They knew Ricky Williams smoked weed, still grabbed him. Still grabbed him. Oh, they got a younger brother too? Cam Newton was cocky. Picked his ass #1 pick. But Cam Newton had reason to be cocky. He was tearing shit up in college. When a winning team was winning. They won bowl games. Sheduer ain't even win no bowl games, man. Yo, I fell back from Deion Sanders after that Jackson State shit. You know, people say, you know, that they was stealing from him and da-da-da-da-da and all this other shit. Yo, but that ain't got nothing to do with what I feel. Yo, Deion Sanders used the black community to gain support only to get paid and leave. I told y'all, yo, this is how I stand. Yo, once a person show me who they is, yo, you can't come back and try to be like with the people again. Man, fuck no. That man did a whole press conference about changing the landscape of college football. Boy, Travis Hunter, a 5-star, the #1 player in the nation, said, yo, we ready to build up HBCUs. Did people forget that? Yo, we be forgetting too fast, man. That man said we ready to build up HBCUs. Master P had his kids doing the same thing. Only for the first opportunity he got. Went straight to Colorado. Oh, I'm like, oh shit, yo, got us again. Gained hella support. They wasn't even trying to get Deion Sanders a coaching job in NCAA. This team, Jackson State, took a chance on you when nobody else was. And he used them to leap. He used them to propel his career. But that's not what he said. If he'd have said that off the rip, If Deion Sanders would have said, look, I'm going to HBCUs, you know, my goal is to ultimately end up in college football, maybe the NFL, I'd have respected that 100%. Shit, salute. Yo, but you come in this bitch talking about you changing the landscape of college football and you want more black players to go to HBCUs to build up the schools only to stay there 2-3 years and dip. Nah, bro. That was your plan the whole motherfucking time, nigga. That was your plan the whole time. I don't respect them niggas. All them niggas do that. All them niggas use the black community when it's beneficial. Man, I don't give a fuck what they was doing, bro. Like that, none of that matters, bro. None of that matters. There wasn't. What I'm saying was he never had intentions on staying. That never. He never. It was always a stepping stool. Say that. Be up front with that. Keep it real. I'm not talking about what happened at the school. I'm sure things should happen at every school. I mean, it ain't just Jackson State. Shit happens probably at Colorado. We just don't hear about it. What I'm saying is, why lie? Why lie? Keep that shit real. I'm only here until another opportunity presents itself, and I'm gone. Don't make it seem like you building up black colleges. He was down bad for that. That was dirty. But they all do it. Gilly the Kid just was shit. Talking about, every now and then you get reminded that you still a nigga. Like, you need to be reminded? Like, yo, what world is these motherfuckers living in? Like, yo, they so immersed with these people that they forget. But then, when they get reminded, now they want to come back. No, yo. No, it don't go like that. Yo, we got to stop allowing that shit to be a thing, man. Once you choose a side, you chose a side. You choose corporation, you stay over at corporation forever. That's why we always getting preyed on and manipulated and sold out. We let niggas pick and choose when they wanna what's the word? We let them pick and choose when they wanna side with the struggle or adapt to the struggle or acknowledge the struggle. Or acknowledge, you know what I mean? They only do it when it's beneficial. Exactly, bro. They all do it. Like, how many times we gonna see these people do this shit and we still hoorah behind them? Whole time they the only ones winning. We losing like a motherfucker. You feel me? They get paid multi NIL deals, multi-million-dollar contracts, and we over this bitch losing. Man, fuck out of here, man. Fuck them niggas. Niggas ain't doing nothing beneficial for real. They only doing what they're allowed to do. They ain't breaking no barriers. Because the crazy thing about it, right? When Deion Sanders decided to do that, yeah, I don't either. I don't feel bad for Shannon. I mean, it's fucked up, but fuck him. Like, he don't fuck with us. You see what he did? Y'all, like I told you, y'all, I make these niggas stand on it. All you got to do is pick corporation once over community, then you done with me forever. Like, I ain't no coming back. Like, yo, because corporation never had community interests. Not our interests. Ever. You choosing these big media conglomerates and you siding with them over the people, then you siding with the enemy. The media has always been used to destroy the people. Black people. We watched it in the 80s. We watching videos. Now I see the play that they ran with the mass incarceration. The play that they ran with the crack epidemic. The play that they ran with AIDS. They did all that shit through the media. Football, basketball. Magic Johnson, fake HIV scandal. Niggas sold out. They had no fucking HIV. Man, had HIV, yo. That's why he on the baseball team now. The only black nigga on the baseball team. How the fuck you pull that out? That was part of the deal? You run this play with us, we got you for life. It's a dirty game, y'all. We got you for life, Irvin. Your name is Magic. It's going to make perfect sense. You're going to survive. You don't really have it. So it's going to make it seem like Magic is the reason that, you know, that you was able to survive with it. The whole time everybody else that really getting, they going to die. But you're going to be the face of it. Man, he ain't had that shit, LeVar, man. The fuck? People believe he had that. Look how healthy that man is. That man, what, he had that shit for 40 years? For real, man. Fuck out of here, man. Now, all of a sudden, the next test, it was only a trace in the... Man, get the fuck... Everybody ain't never had that shit. Back then, that shit wasn't even... They didn't have the motherfucking... Easy died. They didn't have the motherfucking... the medicine to keep a motherfucker alive like that in the 80s. Early 90s? They was running a play. They ran a play on the show with everything. But I ain't trying to go too deep in that. You ain't never had HIV, bro. They used Magic Johnson to turn HIV black. If you can remember when HIV/AIDS first hit, it was white people that was catching it. It was white entertainers. Everything, it was all white. Just like they did with everything. It started off white and they turned it black. Abortions first hit, it was white people getting them. They started putting 15s and Planned Parenthoods in the city, they turned it black. It's the same plays. I don't understand how we don't see them. It's the same plays. We get so hung up in these fuck boys that they pay to prance around the internet that and they not giving nothing real because they can't. Once you sign a corporation like that, you can't be real no more. You a controlled opposition. And these guys, they stand up to the point. Look at what Thug did. They're not stand up to the point where they're going to stand firm. How young Thug do an interview with the white boy? First interview. That could have turned one of our pages up. Go do the first interview with GQ, a white boy that's an outsider. We don't even know this guy. Who the fuck is he? Masked up. Like, why you ain't go to Big Banking now? You could have took that to Boss Talk Radio. You could have took that to you could have took that interview to anybody and let them reap the rewards. Let them reap the benefits, but nope. The label said no, you're going to GQ. And he didn't resist. He said, okay. And look, I'm gonna put a veil over my face. Like I'm like I'm a bitch. Like I'm Katana or something. Motherfucking Katana and shit. That nigga motherfucking Malcolm. What the fuck that game is? Immortal Combat. That nigga look like Raid. This stupid ass. What's fuck wrong with y'all? How the fuck you do 2.5 years fighting the case and you come over and do that? Like, nigga, you weird as shit. Weird ass nigga. I'm just sad, y'all. Yo, be careful. We rarely behind, man. That's all I'm saying. Be careful, man. You gotta start being selective with that shit. Yeah, I thought he was Kanye. Yeah, I know he had been a weirdo. But I thought that he did them 2 years. I thought that might have changed him. You know, that might have woke him up. They might have realized. They might have made him realize shit real. But it didn't. For real? So they had him there. Oh, all right. He probably did. They had him on the whole pod by himself. He probably even more weird now. God damn, that'll fuck you over. I'm just saying, be careful who we rally behind, man. These motherfuckers only they only go we rally behind them just for them to get up enough to say fuck niggas. That's what they all do. Look at Gilly, man. Look at Wallow. That shit fucked me up to hear Wallow say what he said about black business. Whole time he was pushing, he was a support black business guy at first. You know what I mean? When he first came out, he was big support black business. Support black business. Now he's saying it's a scam. Damn. So the same people that supported your black business, whatever it was, whether it was your videos, your shirts, whatever you was selling, you get all the way up. Now I'm the #1 Negro in the country. And black businesses is a scam. I said, oh shit. And niggas in the comments like, yeah, yo, me, somebody had to say it. Like, we fucking, I swear, yo, black people crazy. Yo, we fucking crazy, yo. Like, we can't never see through the games. Yo, we can't never see through the games, yo. We get caught with every, like we walking through a fucking fly trap and just get caught every fucking time. A spider web. Bear traps. We walk through a field of bear traps. We just get caught every fucking time. Yo, Hassan Campbell a sucker. Hassan Campbell said that if black men can't fix the community, then the feds need to do it. That's what that nigga said. I said, yo, you sound like Charleston White, my nigga. He said I sound stupid. I said, yo, you don't want to do this with me, Hassan. You know you don't. You don't want to do this with me, Hassan. So stop it. I get on your ass. I've been exposed you. You already struck my channel before, nigga. Sucker ass nigga. I gave you a pass on that. But then he complains about people striking his channel. I didn't see him complain about Mad Father striking his channel. You complain about people striking your channel, but you struck mine, my nigga. Like Hassan Campbell portrays real, but he's fake. I think his whole story might be made up. Bad Bottom might ain't never even touched that boy, man. Nigga, whole story made up. Talk about support this war. Nigga, what war? Nigga, you ain't fighting. You ain't fighting this fight, nigga. You tell my niggas need to go to jail, nigga. I'd be glad with people. I had this question on the table for the longest. Like, when did locking black men up ever fix the community? Like, somebody need to explain this to me, because you got so many of these black men pushing it. I want to know, what year did it change? What year did locking black? Somebody please tell me, because I had this question on the table for a year and a half now. I haven't got a response. Even in New York, when they did stop and frisk, the adverse effects of stop and frisk, even though it locked up many black men and Hispanics, and crime went down, the adverse effects was dire. It affected the children. Took their fathers out the streets. You know what I mean? Because America doesn't know how to differentiate between a black man and a criminal. They treat everybody the same. That's why you can't give the police power like that, or say dumbass statements like, "Oh, the feds need to come in," because once the feds come in, they coming in, and they ain't looking at what they say. All murders are created. All murders not created equal. All crimes not created equal. No, hell no. Everybody's going to prison. The neighborhood dope boy, the man that sell drugs when he get off work, yeah, they all going to prison. The killer, the motherfucking robber. Yo, all crimes, that shit ain't the same, man. It's a different mentality. Some people really out this bitch to try and make it home at night. There's way more people out here just trying to make it home at night than people that's actively out here trying to commit crime. But you got Hassan Campbell who gets loud and wrong, just like Charleston White, another one, loud and wrong, and all they doing is creating division. They creating division in the community. You got one group of black people looking at the other group of black people like they're the issue, and it's not. The issue is the economics. The issue is the breakdown of the system of the schools. Those are the issues. And as long as we pointing the finger at each other and saying you're the problem, we ignoring the issues. That's what the fuck Hassan Campbell wrong with his ass. Exactly. But that's what he pushing over there, the 400-something thousand people. I wonder how many of them black. Maybe 50%, 60%, 70%. Then you read the comments, motherfuckers be agreeing with them. Another, like we always do. Disagree, don't know shit. Shit crazy. Exactly. The problem is policing is not reactive, it's proactive. We need to attack problems in the community at the root. Crime starts before it happens. You know what I mean? The way you fix the community is you attack the issues that's affecting the community that allow crime to be a thing. That's how you fix the community. Not locking black men up. Yeah, of course, some people's going to go to jail. Some people might deserve to go to jail. Some people's out of control. But that should not be the basis or the focal point of your argument when you're talking about fix the community. The answer isn't the fucking feds. Hassan Campbell, you dumbass. They'll be loud and dumb. Yo, the loudest person more likely always the dumbest. I don't know how many people knew that. Motherfuckers get on there and just start screaming and shit. They be loud and wrong as a bitch. A lot of them be rats. Anyway. He might as well start preaching telling. Like Charleston White. Yo, that's the only way to fix the community, yo. Opportunity is how you fix the community, yo. Like I said, yo, people not killing if they got something to do. That the killing is going on now in some neighborhoods. If motherfucker got something to do, they got something to value. They ain't out this bitch killing. They ain't out this bitch robbing. They ain't got time to. It's too risky. I can't mess up what I got going on to go to prison and sit for 3 years, sit for 5 years, sit for 10 years. Fuck no. That's going wrong. That's going to sink the whole. Education is a major part. Education is a major issue too. Man, I'll let Hassan Campbell run plays, man. A lot of that shit he do is gimmicks. That nigga lied and said he got shot. Shit was a gimmick. Then posted the clip and then posted the article on the Citizens Act. That nigga, you know, I can go on the Citizens Act right now and say I got shot. It was a shooting on whatever 723 Huff. They post that bitch. Man didn't get shot. That man had tonsillitis. that man had a gastro bypass surgery or something. So he got shot. No. Nigga just shot you once. Nigga shot you once, bro. Low ass bullet hole, niggas. That ain't lying. Look like he probably would have eaten or something. I had a bad reaction to the vaccine. Sit there and told all his yo, who does that? That shows you a nigga character. You can't trust a nigga that'll run a play. I keep telling y'all that. If a person that run a play, is untrustworthy. Can't trust them niggas. He know better. He better not respond. I'm gonna get on his ass. You know better than to play with me, man. Niggas don't play with me on this internet, y'all. They know better. I can't believe he responded. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. You know, must was high or something. That must was high when he responded. That nigga must was drinking. You know, he like drinking and shit. That must was drunk. Press the send button by mistake. See, my thing is to evolve, right? Hassan Campbell said he said he was in the streets, right? Hassan Campbell said he went to prison, right? He said he changed, right? Why they can't change? Why the young kids that's outside right now can't change? Why do they gotta go to the feds? Why do they gotta spend the rest of their life in prison? Why they can't change like you change? How you don't afford them that same opportunity, that same grace, that same understanding? Why are you so hard on them? All they doing is being misled. Especially nowadays, a lot of these kids ain't even criminals. They ain't no hardened criminals. Look how they is when they get caught. They just have this bitch listening to drill music, thinking that shit is real. All they need is a mentor. All they need is a motherfucking mentor. Somebody that's gonna tell them right from wrong. Somebody that's gonna help guide their life. Somebody that's gonna care about them. They ain't gonna find that in prison. They gonna find a nigga that's gonna introduce gangs to them. Send them on crash out missions. I mean, fuck around, die in that bitch, never come home. What's up, Joe Mackey? It's getting cold in this bitch. Just saying, yo. I guess Sean Cotton and Yayo is something like Sean Cotton's friend. I guess. Cause ain't no way he real friends. So Yayo just came home. I think he been home for like 10 days at this point. First thing Sean Cotton does, and this is his artist, by the way, is bring him on his platform to ask him about Get Money Lil Ron. Yo, do people actually need to hear how Yayo felt about that? Or do we already know? Like, what happened to what's understood don't gotta be explained? Like, do people really need to hear from Yayo how he felt about Get Money Lil Ronnie and his daughter being murdered while he was in prison? I don't think we needed that, bro. I think most people, especially if you've been through that type of situation, like not far as with that, just lost somebody, you pretty much know how that shit feel. You know what I mean? So Yayo done been on Sean Cotton, Adam 22, talking about the death of Get Money Lil Ron. On Adam 22, he said he was gonna kill them niggas. Yo said that shit. I was like, whoa. You'll go to the most federal platform in the world and say you're gonna kill somebody. So if anybody pop up dead, expect Yayo to go to prison. I just don't get it. You know? You don't supposed to really do that shit to your friends, man. He went to Vlad too? He went to Vlad recently too, so he just went the whole interview run. So they exploiting him. So they exploiting his story right now. They using him for exploit. They exploiting him. Wow. So and he don't even see it because they paying him. In his mind, he getting a couple of eyes, so he don't see he really getting exploited. He on the Fed tour. That shit crazy. Shorty gonna go right back to prison. What's gonna happen when he go to prison? What they gonna say? Damn, Yayo, you just can't stay out of trouble. Hell, these niggas is crazy, yo. They had so much promise, you just can't stay out of jail. That's what they gonna say. Yeah, I'm glad I couldn't be none of these niggas' friends. These niggas don't have friends for real. And you already know how much that's a bad move. You know that's a bad move. You don't never play catch up coming home. Playing catch up coming home gonna put you right back in prison. All you can do is move forward. I wouldn't even have talked about that shit. I don't want to ask no questions about Get Money Lil Ronnie. Flat out. It's too real. You know, certain things is too real to speak on. You know what I mean? Shit real already. We can't talk about this. You know what I mean? This shit might kill me and yo. I don't wanna talk about this on the interview. For real. That's crazy. Yep, you know they is. That man, yo, he said he was gonna kill them niggas, man. I said, oh shit, shorty. You wild as a motherfucker. Yo, crazy. He gonna go right back to jail. Yeah, yo, you can't. Yo, I was told that, yo. When I was locked up, yo, I only talk to older people. Like, I wasn't the one. When I did my time, I wasn't a nigga that sat around with niggas my age, you know. I sit around with older niggas. So white, black, just older people in general. And one thing they told me, yo, don't go home chasing time. Move forward. That's what they told me. And that's just stuck with me. I ain't going home chasing no time. Chasing time gonna land you right back in prison. Because what you're gonna do is you're gonna go home, you're gonna resort back to old ways. You don't want to resort back to old ways. Time passed. You want to move forward. Yo, you ever heard the saying, if you don't change with the time, you get stuck in them? Or is that just something I say? If you don't change with the time, you get stuck in them, man. And that's being stuck in them can mean death. It can mean prison. It can mean anything. But you don't want to get stuck in the time. You got to change. You got to transition. Because life come at you fast. You do 2-3 years, you come on the whole world different. But you can't when you out here. You only notice that when you step away from it for a minute. When you out here, you don't really see the changes, but the world is changing every day. Go do 7 months and come back. Maybe not 7 months. Go do 18 months and come back. Watch how different the world be. You be like, damn, what the fuck just happened? Yep, everything changed. Technology, people, places, infrastructure, all that. I think drill music is the devil. I think drill rappers are the biggest sellouts in the black community right now. I think drill music need to be banned. I'm saying a year, probably in a year. I just want to give a little grace period. Yeah, I say in a year. Yeah, I think drill music need to be banned, man. Oh, you say it's a real saying? Oh, all right. I don't even know where I got that shit from. I don't think I got that shit from nobody for real, but I could have. Man, The worst thing Go Yayo could do is come home being an antagonist again. Man, fuck yeah. What you mean? You like drill music? You don't think drill music is dangerous? Look at what's going on in society. Look at these kids crashing out the way they crashing out. They killing in areas they ain't never killed before. I mean, they done had 6 murders or 7 murders in Columbia, Maryland this year. Probably more than that. Might be 12 or 15. I don't think Columbia, Maryland ever had that many murders. Not in the last 15 years. That bitch killing in a place where it's peaceful. Yeah, they got little hoods. They got Section 8. But overall, that shit peaceful out. That bitch murdering out that bitch. That's drill music. I done covered cases where birthday parties got shot up in the suburbs. Where crime, not even, no murders. That might be the first murder all year. Might be the only murder all year. I mean, all that is drill music, man. That's all drill music related. Kids thinking that's what you gotta do. You gotta be a killer. Yeah, though, y'all. But I be tripping off niggas. Gilly wild. Sean Cotton still wild. Like, I don't even understand Go Yayo. Like, I don't know, yo. I don't understand these niggas, yo. Like, I just don't get it. Oh, I gotta turn the car back on. It's cold in this bitch. Cause that shit too loud. Fucking feet cold. Yeah, I just don't get it, yo. Like, how do you Go Yayo interview with Sean Cotton after Sean Cotton interviewed Charleston White? After Charleston White disrespected Get Money Lil Ronnie and his daughter. Like, yo, that's not a breach of contract. Something like I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't know if we can be business after that, bro. Like, I don't know, yo. I don't know. Maybe I just be tripping. But I cut niggas off for less. You start moving wild and doing little weird shit, I backs off. And I ain't even in those streets or nothing. I just don't want that shit around me. Keep that phony shit over there, bro. If you on content, you'll be on content, but keep that shit with me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Bobo. They all from the same area. I'm saying that. And so Dirk wife responded to the internet, and all these niggas lying online. We just living in a wild time, y'all. It's only gonna get worse. It's only gonna get worse. We got more and more people are willing to sell out daily. We're not supporting the real. But yeah, Alvin, I got that $15 to y'all. Sweet the Alvin for the $15 cash app. And sweet the Nikki for the $5 cash app yesterday. YouTube play games with you when you too real on this bitch. They frown themselves on real. Fucking cold in this bitch. Come on. They frown themselves on real. So you gotta be a fuckboy. Finesse 2 times just posted Free Boston Richie so he can drop their song together. I like, yo, y'all niggas crazy. I'm saying Free Boston Richie, yo, we ready to drop. Well, some he locked up for choking a bitch. And he a rat. And he had a fed case ain't nobody knew about. I wonder how he kept that shit on the low for so long. How 1090 Jake missed his fed case? That man got a fed case that he was on papers for. On bond for. And nobody knew about it. He didn't even talk about it. Typically, rappers use that shit to propel their career. Somehow, someway, he left that out, that he had a fed case. Believe me. But Finesse 2 times portrays himself like a solid individual. But he wanna free a rap so they can drop songs together. It's free. Appreciate it, old man. You know, it ain't always about agreeing. You know, I don't agree with everything nobody said, but I don't even be understanding the shit these other niggas be saying. Like, it ain't about agreeing. It's more understanding than anything. Like, we don't have to agree, but I always try to deliver it so at least people understand where I'm coming from. You might still disagree, and that's cool. But the things that these people were saying, like, black men need to go to the feds, and I don't even understand that. Like, where you getting? Do numbers back this up? Like, or y'all just want to see people arrested? Like, let me know. That's why I always say, yo, what is the end goal? Is the goal fixing the community, or sending people to prison? Now, if the goal is sending people to prison, yo, I'd never say nothing. I'd be like, all right, okay, that's what niggas on. But these same guys, they talking about fixing the community. You're not fixing the community, sending people to prison. All that does is hurt the community. All it does is leave more fatherless homes. You know what I mean? Which opens the door for the child to go to prison as well. So what are we doing here? What's the goal? What's the plan? Niggas just be talking, man. Let me sit down with Mayor Scott. I bet we get some things in order. I said motherfuckers was Mayor Scott recently. Link me up with him. I bet we fix some shit. Why haven't nobody proposed? Yo, opened up some of these schools, Brandon Scott. We got 35 schools closed in Baltimore City, man. Let's open some of them bitches up, turn them to rec centers. Let's invest some money in them. You know what I mean? Let's put some money back into the community. Let's open up some jobs. Let's provide real change. I bet the prison rate go down. But the problem is they don't want it to go down. And the crazy thing about it, you got Charleston White bitch ass on Say Cheese. Say Cheese asked Charleston White specifically, is there money in black people going to prison and dying? He said no. But then I seen a clip on Big Bank when he said, you know, yo, these white people will never pay you to change. They don't want you to fix the community. No, everybody's eating off of it. I'm like, what the fuck is up with this nigga? Yo, that was a total contradiction to what he said on Say Cheese. Nobody called him out. Nobody says nothing. Everybody like, yo, he real as shit. Like they forgot what he said last year that I got on his ass about. All he did on Big Facts was repeat what I've been saying. Yo, repeated what I've been saying on Big Facts. But he said it like, come on, bro. You can't believe both things, bro. Now, two things can be true, but not that. Yo, that was a total contradiction to what Sean Cotton asked him in his response. That nigga just saying shit. Total contradiction. I'm at 2 o'clock in the morning tonight, y'all. 2 o'clock in the motherfucking morning. I've sitting here long enough. I'm just saying, yo. Gotta keep that shit real, man. That all too much flip-flopping going on. I've been saying, yo, we gotta, before we worry about the Adam 22s and the Vlad TVs and all those guys, yo, we gotta get the Charleston Whites out the way. They the ones, they you know what I mean? We can't begin to talk about Adam. Adam just don't what he's supposed to do. Exploit, manipulate. These other niggas, they dead wrong. They know better. At least they should if they on the situation. Because all they doing is hurting. Y'all hurting the conversation. Pushing this back further. Got a gas tank open. I ain't gonna tell. You know what I mean? Now I meant to change the title. Everybody clickbait. I don't do clickbait. Nigga must be new here. Fuck boy. Yo, don't ever compare me to Gangster a day in your life for real. Gangster is a fake thug. With tattoos on his face. A teardrops like he killed somebody. People know me in real life. Gangster makes satire out of black men dying. Or black kids killing and dying. I give people a real point of view from it. Of why it's happening. And what needs to be done to stop it. Nothing like Gangster, bro. I might change my name to Gangster, matter of fact. The real Gangster. Keep it G News. The real Gangster. That's favorite name now, y'all. Because of real. Gangster told kid that he walk around bulletproof helmets. book bags and shit. Like they ain't already felons at 17. I mean at 18. They can't get no bulletproof vest legally. Fucking Gangster. They bluffing that. I'm brand nigga name up my chat no more. Day to day. Sure about my computer, I keep forgetting. Oh shit. Damn. Where everybody coming from? Must be no work out this bitch. Must be a whole shop pulled up at once. They need to start letting me motherfucking drive home. Sit my ass in the fucking house. What? Mike Trout? I ain't nowhere near hood. Yo, crazy, yo. No, we not the same, bro. Hey, yo, I don't know why you got all them teardrops, bro. That shit look weird as shit. What's up, Britt? Stop fucking lying, nigga. Yeah, I don't know why you got them teardrops. That bitch go all the way down this. Don't got teardrops going down this motherfucking neck. Bluffing ass nigga. He a creative player, man. I need somebody to vouch for yo. Like people can vouch for me, man. Has anybody ever vouched for yo in his comments? What has he done? Why did he get them tattoos on his face? What is that? Just like an internet personality? Like did internet purposes only? Like y'all already start YouTubing. Y'all gotta create an image. Like what the fuck can I do? You know what? I'm gonna get tattoos on my face. It's gonna go all the way down my neck. That nigga a goofball, man. I can't believe niggas watch him. Goofy ass nigga. Oh shit, I fucked up. Hell yeah. Hey, yo, that nigga crazy. The fuck, that nigga created players. There's a lot of niggas created players over here. See, why you do that, y'all? See, y'all always be doing it. I be trying to not talk about these niggas. I mean, not talking about Hassan Campbell punk ass because he got too slick in the comments and he know he don't even want this smoke. Like he don't want to play this game with me, man. I don't know why Hassan Campbell did that. You know, good and goddamn well. You better keep that shit on Instagram because he don't want to step over here. I bet he been lost his whole fan base. I told you, real. That I'm the only person on YouTube that can disrespect these niggas repeatedly and they never respond. And I got a following. You know what I mean? Like it'd be different. I'm the only one on YouTube with a following that can say what I want about every single one of these niggas and they will say nothing. It's a reason, y'all. Yo, YouTube is very real. What the fuck you talking about? You see what happened to Big U? Fuck you talking about YouTube ain't real. You see what happened with Big U off of YouTube? They locked his ass up, didn't they? You see what happened with what that boy name is? They got killed from Vlad, BTB Savage, got his ass smoked, didn't he? You see what happened to like do we gotta go on? The fuck we talking about? YouTube is very real, nigga. You better stop letting niggas tell you that shit. Only reason they tell you that shit because they want to play on you. They want to treat this shit like a playground so they can get rich while we get dumber. So they tell you, oh, it's not even real. This shit very real, nigga. Shit got real consequences. Shit got real consequences. Yo, but they talking about crimes on the internet, bro. Stop letting them fill your head up with nonsense, my nigga. Not many trends came from the internet. Deadly ones. Internet, at one point in time, it wasn't real. But it's been real for like the past 10 years or so. This shit's been real ever since. Nobody got real? War in Chirac. These academics turned it real. That's when it got real. It been real ain't since. The internet been real since the war in Chirac. Since drill music took over. Since the Kid Boys started becoming in every city when it started in the internet been very real, my nigga. And it's a large percentage of people that subscribe to the internet. A large percent. I don't know if I would say it's more that don't, but it's a large percent that do. Shit, probably 50-50. And if 50% of the people are subscribing to what they see on the internet, that shit is real. You see what's going on with the black women and the play that they running on now? And you see the effects that it's having on the world and families, in the community, and the children. Nigga, that shit real, nigga. What the fuck you watching? Don't know what you watching, my guy. Said since 2010. It probably been real since 2010. Real, there you go with your word salad. We all living in the real world, but then that's real too, bro. You ain't never see your kids learn something on the internet and bring it to the house? You got kids? I done seen my kids do it. I had to shut it down. What the fuck you be doing, real? Probably word semantics and shit. You know what the fuck I mean? Hey, Ray, I was looking for you yesterday. You see Diddy turn the plea deal now? Okay, so it's still the same question. I got a grandkid. I got a grandchild too. Still the same question. Your grandkids ain't never say, "Pop, pop, granddad, look at this. Look at this new dance I learned. We learned that at TikTok. Look at this new challenge." Your grandkids ain't never told you that? I didn't see that. That's dirty if they allow that video. That video ain't got nothing to do with the case. Oh, yeah, I forgot they said it was a freak off. Where you see that at, real? Because I ain't seen that. What you was watching, Tissa Toes? Okay. Okay. Just give it some time, man. It'll come around to you. They might just taking it to their mother and father. But I'm guaranteed it's happening. You heard it from Diddy, bro. Where'd you get that information from, real? Oh, shit. Oh, no. Hold on. Oh, no, good. Okay. Yeah, you can send it to me. I'm just saying, yo, at 55, whatever your name is, I don't even know how, that's a wild name to have at 55. But I'm telling you, the internet ain't a game. It's very real. It's very real. And it's getting realer. You know why it's getting realer? Because a lot of us remember when the internet wasn't real. I mean, it wasn't even around. This next generation that's coming up, this generation, their whole life the internet been around. So it's going to get even more real than it already is. You see the feds is using it as a tool to lock people up. Shit is real. I don't know. I got no more Black and Milds. Fucking one. That's the sad part. Is in the next 20 years, probably a large percent of the population that's alive are all gonna be internet babies. Okay. You must have heard what I just said. Must have heard what I just said. The generations in the next 20 years, you'll be 75. I will be 59. A large percentage of the world that is alive are all going to be products of the internet. That's what I just told you. So for you to keep saying that it ain't real, you're being misled at 55 years old, sir. Or not being misled. You're seriously underestimating the effects of the internet at 55 years old. Man, you just making excuses, bro. Keep being in denial. Yeah, for real. Oh man, you get it. Wisconsin tripping. They're in denial because he don't want it to be real. I don't want it to be real either, bro. If that's what we doing, if we just doing based the conversation off what we want, I don't want it to be real either. You know what I mean? But what I want doesn't even matter in the real world. Yeah. But I want it don't even matter in the real world. In reality, it is real. Do I want it to be real? No. Do I think it's hazardous? Yes. Do I think it's being misused? Yes. Does it matter what I think? No. Because it's going to happen any motherfucking way. Because there's too many people misusing it. There's too many people making too much money off of it to stop. And there's too much interest in it from outsiders to exploit what's going on. Okay. So you can speak. So you the family spokesman? Are you the spokesman for your family? Or you just talking about your house family? You know, your wife and your kids? Or you the spokesman for the whole family? You know, like you know what I mean? Like the elder. You speak for everybody. Hurricane Chris or Waka Flocka. Probably Waka Flocka. I like Hurricane Chris though. You're in denial, bro. It's cool. I was in denial for a long time too. Had to accept it. You know, it don't help being in denial. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Yo, what else in the news, y'all? What else they got going on? But honestly, y'all, I think Shedeur Sanders, he's not a lock to make that team, y'all. And I think that's why they did him like that. They put him in a situation where it's you're gonna have to work, or you're gonna be on the bench, or you're gonna be on somebody's practice squad. They might put him on the practice squad. For real. I wish the Ravens would have grabbed him. Grabbed him, showcased him in the playoffs. I mean, in the preseason. Then traded his ass. If he had some real talent. I know they did that on purpose. They did that on purpose, man. Then they sent him to one of the worst organizations ever. They sent the man to the worst organization ever on purpose. Deion Sanders was already on record saying that if he was to go to Cleveland, he'd stop it. Ironic because he go to Cleveland. And Cleveland had three picks in the first round, I think. He ain't go to Cleveland in the first round. He went to Cleveland in the fifth. Make it even worse. because he ain't. he was saying that if he go first, he was going to stop it. He was saying that with the interpretation that his son had a plethora of opportunities. He didn't say that like Cleveland was the only hope. That's why they did that to yo, man. Like, yo, it's not, like I said, it's not all about race. It's not all about race, man. It was more about character. It was more about character than anything. Yeah, but he don't need the money. It's probably good that he did drop like that. Let them other kids that need the money. Some of them kids need that money. Shorty, all right. His family paid. His family paid. Yo, he got money. I mean, Deion Sanders' son. Deion Sanders made a lot of money in his life. Lives in a mansion. He's a privileged child. He had an NIL deal. He be all right. His jersey gonna sell. You just gotta prove it. Prove that you belong. Kid. That's what they told him. Prove that you belong, man. I don't know if he get no commercials. The fix is it. I don't know if he gonna get no commercials. He gonna get some jersey sales though. The fix is in. They on his ass. They gonna make his ass show out. Oh, I fuck, my feet keep getting cold, yo. I'm cold in this bit. I don't want to turn the truck on because this shit be too loud. Let's go sit in my car. If I go in my car, I'm gonna go to sleep. I ain't going in there. Yeah, but how long, we don't know how long that deal was for. In the NFL now. That might have been a deal while he was in college. When the last time you seen it? I haven't seen it. But I don't really watch it. A whole lot of sports no more. I just be saying highlights. Well, likely that deal was while he was in college. He had on the college jersey. Did he have a Colorado jersey? Or was it just him in the commercial with Gatorade? I just asked you a question. Did he have on a Colorado jersey in that Gatorade commercial? Or was it just him with Gatorade? Because that makes a difference. That shows you what kind of deal that was. I'm asking you, bro. You said you got the answers? The fuck? You can't provide the answers now. You said all the answers for the last 30 minutes. Now I'm asking you a specific question and you can't provide the answer. Man, fuck out of here, man. You said you was 55, man. Come on, act like it, man. You 55 years old. I shouldn't have to ask the same question twice, man. Unless you can't hear. That's why I talk to you good ear. What you talking about? What ear you good ear, man? So I can put the phone over there so I can say it again. Oh my God. Yeah, man, so I don't even believe you, man. That's just like the anonymous GMs. You can't put a name behind it, man. That shit is irrelevant. Can't put a name behind it, it's irrelevant. Like I want him to do well, man. I just think he needed this to open his eyes up and realize the world is not your fucking playground. you is not in the world. It's not your world, Shedeur. I don't give a fuck what your father told you. Like the world does not revolve around Shedeur Sanders. Like you gonna get on this bitch and you gonna put some work in, and you gonna sweat, and you gonna run motherfucking laps, and you gonna hit the hill, and you gonna train, and you still might not get the job. Cause that's real life. They might still overlook you. And then you know what you gotta do? Try again. Eventually you'll get it. You try hard enough. But Deion didn't teach him that. Deion didn't teach him that. Deion made his path easy. But yo, if that was my son at Colorado, I'd have made sure it was a backup that pushed the shit out of his ass. Pushed the shit out of him. I think so too. Yeah. What the fuck you mean Jason Whitlock was yo, I don't watch Jason Whitlock. I don't even like Jason Whitlock. When you say that, because I said this yesterday. But it is what it is. He just gotta Deion fucked him over, man. Like I don't blame Sheduer. I wish the best for Sheduer. I'm blaming Deion for doing this to his son. Yeah, he did too much for him. But a lot of people make that mistake. You know, because like I was saying earlier, a lot of us come up fucked up. So we want better for our children. And we try to make it the ways our children don't go through some of the things that we went through. And that's cool. So what you do is, you can't allow them not to go through nothing. You know what I mean? That ain't going to help. So what you do is, you create situations, you put them in situations so they can learn from it. Deion ain't do that. Deion just put you in great situations. If that was my son, I'd have benched his ass for no reason. 3 times. But they played 2 years in Colorado, I'd have benched his ass at least 3-4 games. Just cause you my son and we ain't winning. Let us lose a game, you throw 3 picks. You won't be out this bitch next game, son. Deion wasn't doing that. He benched Shiloh before. Won't be out there next game, son. Let's eat the turkey, man. Oh my God, yo. We talking about on the football field, bro. And we talking about financially. The hell, it's not a contradiction. Real, you know what contradiction means? We say that a lot. We're talking about he's gonna be straight because he didn't get paid from the NFL, but he still has money. And then we're talking about how his father put him at a disadvantage. How his father put him in this situation because he didn't put him put him through the ringer. He gave him everything. It was too easy. He had the whole path laid out for him. There's nothing contradictory about that, bro. What's up, Clemson? Yeah. So what does that have to do with me saying his father hindered him? Like, how does me saying he shouldn't he all right because he got money contradict me saying his father hindered him? Like, that's not a contradiction, bro. What's up, Lloyd? Like, those are two different points. A contradicting is you contradicting one point with another. Like, those are two different, that's two totally different conversations, bro. Bro, you be bluffing, man. I think real 21. Must be 21 real. Damn. Hell no. You said, what's up, Carl? You said, bro, Sanders was in the interview room with NFL executives and took a call from a tech company, answered and stayed on the phone the whole interview. Damn. Yo, that's crazy. and see, that's what I'm trying to explain to people. Like, yo, people try to make it about race. It was more about character. It was more about character than anything, yo. And like I said, Deion supposed to taught his son this. It shouldn't have took the NFL to do this. It shouldn't have took the NFL. Deion supposed to did this. He said like he took where he wanted to go, and they made him suffer. Yeah, that's what it's about. And everybody try to make it about race. I've heard maybe 30% about race. That shit was 70% entitlement. That's the word. It was entitlement. Deion Sanders, and the way he treated his son, made his son feel like he was entitled. He didn't do anything like, it'd have been different if he'd done something. If he was a national champion, if he was a motherfucking player of the motherfucking year, Heisman, like, yo, then, all right, okay, I get it now. You know what I mean? We understand. But you talking about an offense, if you let my man tell it, 95% passing, yo, you better throw 4,000 yards. Can he throw, and that's what I said earlier, can he throw 4,000 yards on a team that's 50-50 run pass? Can he still throw 4,000 yards? But then my man was telling me a lot of them passes was like little screens. Like, it wasn't real, like, NFL type plays. Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, definitely was collision. I think I got order, y'all. Alright, y'all. Alright, y'all. Just got an order. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. We're going to try to go live again. I don't get off the 2, y'all, so we're going to try to go live again. We're going to try to hit 11 if we can. I think Shorty going to be alright, man. Yeah, back to the grind. Sleep everybody that tapped in. I think he's going to be alright. I think he needed this experience to humble him. And he's going to learn from it. And if he don't buckle under the pressure, like, this is a situation to see if he's going to pass or fail. But the sad part about it is his father should have been put him in these situations. NFL shouldn't have to done it. If his father would have put him in these situations pre-draft, he'd have been prepared for this. But we'll see how he make out. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. So never there, keep it you do. And I'm out.